All right, well, good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to show you this beautiful weather that is outside. Isn't that gorgeous? All those puffy white clouds. That is very cool. Awesome. Just getting off work, enjoying the view out my front windshield, and gonna get home, cut some grass with my Kubota L3301 with the Landpride 72-inch finish mower. All right, just want to give you a different view of cutting the grass, the backyard here. So I hope you enjoy it. Peterson Farms of Nashville, and it's a beautiful evening to be out cutting the grass. Hello everyone, Phil from Peterson Farms of Nashville here. Just a few things I wanted to share with you about my Kubota L3301. Right there it is. Anyway, there's a few things I dislike about this tractor, and let me show you what those are. One thing is the quick hitch. Landpride quick hitch. I have a real problem when it comes up and hits my taillights, especially when the adjuster all the way in. Now, maybe user error, may just be equipment design. But anyway, sometimes it will come up, and especially if I'm carrying the tiller in the upright position, it'll hit these taillights. Now you would think I'd be really irritated about that, but that's not the number one on my hit list. Another thing, I kept hearing a squeak every time I got in and out of my tractor. Now, if I look closely, you see this is loose here. And if you look up in here, you'll see that the nut is missing. What do you think about that? A little Loctite on the nuts may have gone a long way. Anyway, you would think that might be my number one hit list, most aggravating thing on this tractor. Well, it's not. Another thing that really irritates me about this tractor, especially a man of my stature, is the hydrostatic foot pedal. As you can see, look at my feet. So if I want to go down, it's usually fine. But then if I want to go in reverse, I gotta kick my foot all the way up. And then if I got my foot down here, it gets stuck underneath the treadle. And it's just, for somebody with size 15 feet, is just not the ideal state, especially when you're trying to get in and out of the tractor. And this hump right in the middle doesn't help either, where the transmission is, I suppose. Anyway, you think that'd be my number one hit list of why I don't like this tractor. It's not. Another thing that irritates me about the Landpride attachments, and here it goes again on the finish mower. If you look closely, you've got this attachment here, and the 3-point hitch, or the quick hitch, is very nice. You just unhook these, or just flip these levers up like so. It detaches down here. You can see where it engages, like so. But anyway, very good for other attachments. This lawnmower, or finish mower, you have to disconnect and remove this shaft here and go through all that hassle just to disconnect it. And the other thing too is if the hitch is not leveled up correctly, which this one seems to be out of a little bit, it does hit this and interfere with this a little bit as well. But you would think that might be my number one irritation with the Landpride and Kubota tractor equipment. Well, it's not. This is probably the number one thing that you thought I'd hate about my tractor. This Kubota Toolbox that mounts on the back of this tractor that I replaced with a Craftsman Toolbox. Do you really think this would irritate me the most? I think not. Or how about this? Most of all, one of the top two that irritates me about this Landpride finish mower are missing linchpin clips that come off. Just ask Ed from My Cluttered Garage about how that irritates him when they should look like this, clipped over. That's irritating. But is that the most irritating thing about this tractor?
Well, how about that regen button?
Do you think that irritates me? So the number one thing that irritates me about the Kubota and Landpride attachments has nothing to do with Kubota or Landpride. It has to do with design. Let me show you. And I don't even know if it is the design of Kubota or Landpride, but you've got this quick disconnect here. And this, to be honest with you, is not as bad of design as some of the other attachments. You've got this spring up here. It's very difficult to show, but taking it off is a breeze. Look at that. You just press down. It's got these ball bearings on the side, and on the inside is where it hooks to the shaft. It's got these grooves around here. There, hence, is the problem that I really have with this design of the PTO shaft. It's the PTO shaft quick disconnect. And here again, this is not a bad design. The one on my tiller is much worse. But what happens is you try to get it lined up. These splines, on these splines, as you see here, and when you first hook it up, obviously this has already been hooked up, but you have to twist it manually, either by hand or with a screwdriver, just to get it lined up with the splines. And there, hence, is what I truly hate about my Kubota Landpride tractor in mowing attachment. So the quick disconnect on here makes it much easier. So that's probably about 90% easier than the other system that I have for my tiller. That is the number one thing that I dislike about my Landpride and Kubota equipment. I can live with this. I love the finish mower. I love the Kubota tractor. I'll deal with this all day long. Foot pedals, a little bit more of an irritating thing. More of an irritation to me just because of the size of my feet. The hump in the middle is not ideal for me, but I live with it. Even the taillights, I've lived and just understood that that's really operator error, but maybe we could put a safety mechanism in there to prevent that. And even this, I can fix that, and I can make it better. So, a little bit of frustration, but I would not, I repeat, after owning a Kubota L3301, the Landpride finish mower, 72-inch, I definitely love the two, and I don't regret the decision of making the purchase for both of them, or either one of them. I would recommend them to anybody. All those other irritations are small little things, but that PTO connector if anybody has a suggestion or a remedy for those quick disconnects on a PTO, please post a comment or let me know, email me, whatever. Give me some ideas. I'm looking for a solution for the PTO quick disconnect. That's the most irritating thing about this whole system, especially with my rototiller and some of the other data. So you might get the wrong impression that I really don't like my Kubota L3301 or my Landpride 72-inch finishing mower all that much. I love them. I love them more than any tractor I've ever owned. I've only owned this tractor, but anyway, I still love it. And I'd recommend them to anybody. This really saves you on time, energy, and all the projects that you never could do or carry out before. So that I'm appreciative for, and I love my tractor. So from one tractor owner to another, I recommend the Kubota tractor L3301 and the Landpride 72-inch finishing mower. They are top-notch pieces of equipment, and you can't go wrong with buying one. So anyway, till next time, from Peterson Farms in Asheville, Phil signing out. It's a great, beautiful afternoon, just finishing up mowing the backyard. And I recommend you get outdoors, enjoy it while it lasts. And everybody have a great evening. God bless.